because I did get kicked out the first day of kindergarten. Seriously, I can laugh about it now, but you know, I might have been a little hyper. I didn't speak much English, and I couldn't get my hands on myself. So I might have pulled this girl's ponytail the first day. I tell the whole story, and the story is very long. I'm giving you the very short version, but anyway, we lived right across the street, so the principal walked me home.
Our next award goes to our Educator of the Year, Emiliano Beagarie. Ontario AC School District is sponsoring his table, and presenting this award is Anabel Ortiz-Chavolla.
Good evening, everyone. This is the right height for me. My name, as mentioned before, is Anabel Ortiz-Chavolla, and I'm the Director of Federal Programs here at Ontario School District. Go Tigers! Go Tigers! And I do have to follow up on your comment. BSU should have been playing tonight as well. I mean, that's his favorite team in school, and mine as well. It's our alma mater. And my son is in the band, so I could have been over there too. It is with great confidence that we nominated English Language Development Coach Emiliano Beagarie for the Ontario Chamber of Commerce Educator of the Year Award. With 29 years of experience, and he looks very young, you'll see that, in education, he started his teaching career in Boise School District in 1995. Just yesterday. He taught in Wilder, Idaho, and was hired at our district in 2000. And I believe Carol might have been part of the team that hired him, so she's here somewhere, thank you. He has demonstrated leadership and initiative in all the assignments that he has had throughout the years. Mr. Beagarie has taught social studies at the middle school level, has been an English as a second language teacher at the elementary level, and has been the district English language development coach for the past 13 years. He has also taught summer school. Not only does he teach regular year, he's taught summer school for 22 years. So round of applause for that. Not everybody goes out for summer to serve his students, so thank you for that. In addition to all these assignments, he also was a teacher at the Academy of Young Ambassadors for 8 whole years, 8 summers as well, during the summer, and positively impacted the lives of many historically underserved students at Ontario School District. He also participated in the Freedom Riders for Teachers program in Long Beach, California in 2007. He wrote a story describing the first day of kindergarten and the challenges that he faced. His family, who is here today, if you guys could stand up. Oh, Senor Claudio is here, Senor Rosario, great. His family has supported him in many ways throughout the years. And his mom, Rosario, inspired him to become a teacher. And I believe his mom, himself, and his sister graduated with their degrees at the same time on the same day. They walked together, is that correct?
Yeah.
And got their degrees.
Some are masters and others are bachelors.
Yeah, some masters, some bachelors, but they walked the stage together as a family. So, yeah. This first day of kindergarten experience was published in a book, actually, and you guys can all buy a copy. It's called Teaching Hope, Stories from the Freedom Riders Teachers, and it was published in 2009. And it's a beautiful story describing what challenges he faced and how he was supported to overcome those challenges. In his current assignment, he served students like me. And you can tell by my accent, I was born and raised in Mexico. And so I came to the States when I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't know any English. So his job is to support students like that, like me in the past, and make sure that all the teachers know exactly what to do to provide that service, that language support that our students need. We currently serve 216 students, and they are learning English as a second language or a third language, because we have a lot of students that speak up to 3 languages. So that's kind of what his job is. Let's see. I printed this really big because I now need reader glasses, and even though it's really big, I lost it. I lost where I'm at, but 18 font is great. In addition to all his duties, we can always count on him to help us supervise groups of students as they participate in different programming happening outside of the school day. So not only does he teach and coach for the regular day, but he's often the first one to sign up to chaperone students. For example, he always takes students to the annual Mente Summit, which takes place in Portland or vicinity. And that summit aims to eliminate educational gender disparities for Latinx males. So you can tell by all the activities that he's involved in that he's very passionate about servicing students, especially from underrepresented groups. He also is a regular chaperone for the Washington, D.C. trip organized by Ontario's Migrant Education Program, where you can put him to practice his social studies teaching skills. This past October, he was named Oregon Teacher of the Year for the Migrant Education Program due to his many contributions to students and families in such program. This is a program for students whose families move across district lines in search for seasonal agricultural jobs. Mr. Beagarie, or Emmy, he's a dear friend, a colleague. He's an asset to our district, to our students, to our families. He continues to empower students to tell their stories through writing. He understands the challenges our families face and works toward removing barriers. He's our go-to guy most of the time when we need a role model and mentor who can truly connect with students. He has that secret sauce. His dedication and support don't go unnoticed. We're all grateful for all the support he provides to our students and families. Mr. Emiliano Beagarie.
First of all, I want to thank the Ontario Chamber of Commerce for this prestigious award, and the Ontario School District for nominating me. I'm truly humbled and honored. I practiced this speech quite a bit, and I got pretty broken up when I was doing it. I am very passionate about teaching and learning. If it wasn't for Mom, I wouldn't even make it through kindergarten, seriously. But I'll get to that later. I want to thank my parents for the unwavering support and inspiration to become a teacher. I'm so happy they were able to attend. They were able to make the ceremony in Salem back in October. And of course, I need to thank my colleagues. There's a bunch of them over here. There's 4 of them. Megan Galiner, also a Teacher of the Year 2 years ago. We used to carpool for 6 years. I bounce ideas off of her. She bounced ideas. We just talk shop the whole time. She's an awesome teacher. We're just geeks like that, aren't we? That's how we talk about other things too, though. But we had an hour each way. So no, she's one of the best teachers I've ever met. And my girlfriend, who's also a teacher here, SPED teacher. She's the best SPED teacher I've ever seen. And not just because my girlfriend, but she's an awesome teacher. And of course, Anabel, best boss I've ever had. And the only boss I've had for the last 25 years, but anyway, so I've been here a long time. And then of course, Sochi. I've worked with Sochi for 25 years. We used to go to college together. Our parents taught at Boise State University together. So I've known her over 40 years. Gosh, I know we're old. Yeah, we're almost 60 now. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening to me and putting up with me. I know I have a lot of gripes, but we won't talk about those right now. Right? No, seriously. I'm blessed to work with these extraordinary, dedicated teachers who are driven by passion to do what's right for kids. It's always about the kids with these guys. I'm inspired by everything they do to enrich the lives of our students and leading them to success always. I have nothing but love and respect for them all. For all teachers, that is. Now, Anabel talked about this story about my first day of kindergarten. She kind of took part of that. I didn't know what she was going to say. But if you're one of my students, you might remember the story I told about my first day of kindergarten. Okay, and so when they asked us to write this book, I said, I don't have a story to tell. And so my thing is now everyone has a story to tell. Well, I did have a story to tell. Because I did get kicked out the first day of kindergarten. Seriously, I can laugh about it now, but I might have been a little hyper. I didn't speak much English, and I couldn't get my hands on myself. So I might have pulled this girl's ponytail the first day. I tell the whole story, and the story is very long. I'm giving you the very short version, but anyway, we lived right across the street, so the principal walked me home. And they didn't want me to come back. They obviously hadn't heard of Blau versus Nichols in 1974, so a lot of said that you have to give education to people that don't speak English, okay? And so it was against the law. Anyway, they told me to keep me home, that maybe I should learn some more English, and when I'm more mature, I joined the classroom, because I don't know, they didn't know what to do with me. They just never seen anything like me before. Seriously. But let me just, I lost my spot here. But they, luckily my parents did advocate for me to come back. They went and talked to the principal and said, you know what? My mom goes, I'll come to school with them. And they're like, what? And so she did. She was there every single day. I was that crazy little Mexican kid in class. They had their mom next to them. And so therefore, my sister got 2 years of kindergarten because we didn't have a babysitter, so she was right there next to my mom. So true story, this is crazy, right Mom? So at a very young age, I learned about dedication. I really did. Because my mom came to school every day. I knew she felt uncomfortable. She didn't speak a lick of English at all when we came here from California to Boise, Idaho. And so I know it had to have been really, really weird for her. But she was like, that's why I came to this country, to get my kids an education. So, thank you, Mom. I share this story with my students to let them know that there is hope. That even if you may stumble at first, there is hope. There's always hope. I was lucky, though. I had help and a whole lot of patience on my side. Man, it took a lot of patience. I just, every picture of me when I'm little, my dad's hanging on my arm. I wanted to run. I couldn't even go to the movies because I would get up and run across the street. And run everywhere. I get it. I must have been a handful. I still am a little bit. Thank you for putting up with me. But the most important thing was that I was given a chance. Sometimes all someone needs is a chance. And fortunately, I was afforded that chance. You never know. The results could be amazing. This moment in my life is everything, drives everything I do, the passion I have for teaching and learning, the drive I have to carry on despite any obstacles. I've had many. And the reason why I give chances to my students, and the reason why I teach. Before I go, I want to leave you with the saying that I use often, so she knows this one. Because we talked about it, I ran the speech fire a few times, I changed it about 20 times, so I could take this at any angle, because I have a lot to say, always. And so I had to condense this. This happened when I was student teaching in Marsing, Idaho, back in 1994. I had a great cooperating teacher, and I remember I did a lesson one day. Kiddos, it was a 3rd grade class, the kiddos were writing, and they were writing below the line, above the line. It was just messy, they tore their paper, and I was going, gosh, what is wrong with these guys? What is wrong with this? And then she just looks at me and goes, Emily, teaching isn't pretty. And I went, whoa. And then it blew my mind, because you know what? After all these years, it still resonates with me to this day. But of all people, I should know this. I should have understood this. Above all, it's all about chances. Thank you.